The 6 future trends in the financial sector. In this video, I want to look at the 6 trends that will transform banking and insurance. My first trend is digital money. We're now seeing this move towards digitization, where we can pay using digital wallets, where we can even pay by smile. And for me, this could mean that currencies, real currencies, could disappear completely. And we've seen this already. 600 currencies have disappeared in the last 30 years. And currently, the European Central Bank is working on digitizing the euro, and the US is working on a digital dollar. The digitization of money will mean that we will also have more personal data that will be increasingly intertwined with our money. So information about us could be embedded in money and transactions. So for example, payment systems could become largely invisible, and payments for goods and services could be taken automatically based just on our identity. My second trend is that we will see a rise of financial apps. We now have lots of digital wallets. They are typically app-based services that allow us to pay for things. And apps and services are usually offered nowadays by tech giants and digitally native startups. Companies like Apple, Google, Samsung, and PayPal are offering these services. They are powered by data and AI capabilities. And I feel that this new breed of fintech providers is threatening the long-established monopoly that traditional banks and financial services providers have had over our money and our payments. My third trend is that we will have changing consumer expectations for more personalized and intelligent services. The data that this whole digitization of money is giving us can be used to offer customers helpful insights about their spending, or even cross-sell other relevant financial products and services in the future. So for example, the UK Metro Bank has an intelligent tool called Insight, which analyzes a customer's spending patterns and makes predictions about whether a customer is likely to exceed their credit limit before their next paycheck. And we have apps like GoHenry, which is a prepaid card and finance app for 16 to 18-year-olds. This has now over 2 million members, and is not only allowing them to make payments that parents can watch, but is also providing education, and we will see more of those apps in the future. My next trend is blockchain and Web3. Financial services firms are already using it, as blockchain allows to streamline infrastructure while cutting fraud and creating transparency, speeding up core processes such as settling and clearing transactions, and increasing security. HSBC and Wells Fargo already use this technology to settle foreign exchange trades. And MasterCard and PayPal allow payments on their networks to be made using blockchain cryptocurrencies. And insurance giant AXA has created its own blockchain platform to automate the process of paying out to customers whose flights are delayed. But this trend also brings a huge threat to the industry, who have played this trusted middleman function. Crypto and Web3 could completely sidetrack traditional financial services players. My fifth trend is fairer services with people at the center. I feel that lots of financial services companies have not necessarily treated customers at the center. And companies like the Royal Bank of Scotland, for example, they have reimagined their data strategy with people at the center, where they're saying, how can we use data to actually provide a better service, helping our customers to save money instead of exploiting them. And we see fintech companies like Auden, for example, taking on some of the most toxic financial services like payday loans that have very much exploited people in the past. And my last trend is a move towards more green operations and investments. The environment is one of today's biggest challenges, and banks are realizing and insurance companies are realizing that their operations and where they invest has a real impact on climate change. So we need to look into our operations, for example, making sure that our data centers are as green as they can be. And there's a good example of the wind cloud data center in Germany that is now actually carbon negative. Investments are also really important, that financial services are starting to opt out of funds that invest in fossil fuels, and this will become increasingly important for consumers in the future. Hopefully this was useful. Subscribe to my channel for more on future trends, and have a look at my books, Business Trends in Practice and Tech Trends in Practice, for a lot more on those future trends.